And they will be followed by the top collegiate finisher for 4 years in a row. And they're definitely experiencing some issues with equipment. And here comes Yale around the corner, and they will be in the number 2 and number 3 spots. NYC trying to make some adjustments and seem to be doing that. Fast thinking. And here comes the Yale number 2 crew, and number 3 is also a Yale crew. And hopefully crews succeeding here are taking a look. And we have in order the Boucherville from Quebec is number 4. They have 2 medalists in that boat, and they're very hungry for a medal here from Boucherville. Welcome back down to the south from up there in Canada. Okay, bout number 5 are the Milwaukee State Engineering College, and they finished 6th last year. They moved up 1. They're returning a stroke, a coxswain, and a 2-seat. Then comes UPenn, down from Philadelphia. This is a freshman 4. Last year they were 3rd at the 2013 sprint. So this is their first year on the varsity, probably their first real varsity race. They're looking very nice. Very smooth. They're followed by another one of our Canadian friends, the Argonauts from Toronto. And then 9, Fordham from the Bronx. And outside is Harvard University with Zebulon Goodman, Alexander Spencer, Cameron Herron, and Elliot Levitt, Eli Levitt. A lot of the Canadian crews seem to favor the striped costumes. St. Catherine's red and blue, and the Argonauts, the white and the green and black. Now we've got a bit of a gap, and that first crew up leading that next bunch will be Georgetown. All of these members of this crew are members of the varsity lightweight crew, and they've been having a very keen competition down there on the Potomac to make this boat. Looking very neat as they approach the Elliott Bridge all by themselves. Coxswain has no problem with spotting their point. "13 is out all the way from the Mississippi River. This is the University of Minnesota men's crew team. Obviously, some of these guys have cut enough weight to make it as lightweights. The Minnesota men's crew is a club team, but they row through the auspices of the women's boathouse, which has been gracious enough to give them 1 bay for their equipment. On the inside, we have Bowdoin College, down from Brunswick, Maine. This is their first entry in the lightweight event in very many years, so it's good to have Bowdoin back on the scene here at the head of the Charles. On the outside is Connecticut, University of Connecticut, and they're up from Storrs, Connecticut. We're feeling a little bit of the freshness of the New England fall air. 16 is from Chicago, Lincoln Park Boat Club. This lineup placed 4th last year in the men's Club 4. They're men who rowed in college and learned to row after college, and they are really trying to represent Chicago to the best of their ability. Wentworth Tech North Tech is from right over in Boston. They transitioned this year to the varsity status this fall. Now they're known as Wentworth Men's Rowing. 15 on the outside is Undine up from Philadelphia. This is the Undine Barge Club's lightweight entry. And then up from Virginia, we have Virginia Commonwealth University from Richmond, Virginia. They've had a very successful season, both sprint racing and head racing circuit, and they're looking for this as one of their biggest challenges here at the head of the Charles. That appears to have concluded that event. We've got a few minutes before we get to the women's lightweight fours. They've probably started down in the basin by now. The front of the pack will be led by 3 Canadian crews. Western University, they won it last year, and they certainly earned that right for the pole position. They have 2 crews that came, 2 members of the crew that are coming back from last year. Boston University will be starting in bow 14, and this will be the first